What's up, guys? Marco here, and today we're going to review this new for 2023, and here it is. It just got in. I'm going to unpack it, and we'll take our time, like always. Just explore this together. I'll let you watch the spec sheet on it while I get the box out. We'll do it in real time, and as always, feel free to jump back and forth. This is all about going into detail. I'm not a store. Nothing I can sell you here. This guitar is meant as a personal purchase for me. I've been kind of on that quest for a Fender Custom Shop. Have a love-hate relationship with Fender. No secret if you look at some of my other reviews, especially with their current prices and made in Mexico. Insane premiums, and but Fenders are great. Fenders, if you get good ones, they're awesome, and I really hope this lives up to the expectation, because there's some custom shop models that I missed out that I thought were, hey, Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God. If you have cats, you get it. So anyway, let me get this out of the box and see what we got here. So here's the spec page. And again, these are a little bit different than all the other previous 62 reissues. This one is specifically new for 2023, and it's a late 62, which, if you know the 60s model well, they kind of changed them up. And, there's a lot of good strats, of course, pre-CBS area. 62 is kind of looked at in the same vein as a 59 Les Paul. And I agree, I've played an original 62, and they were truly amazing. But so was a 63, and even a 67 year had some amazing, every guitar is kind of, hit and miss, right? But the interesting thing here is that if you look at the specs, new for 23, blah, 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 select alder body, whatever that means, at the end of the day, listen, this is a primitive guitar, and I mean that as a compliment. It is, a piece of wood with car paint on it, and, put 4 screws in the neck, and that's obviously what makes this guitar such an all-time classic. But what's really interesting is it's a 9.5 radius, and it has the, clay inlays, which, are period correct. Narrow tall frets, which that's correct, supposed to be 6105s. Bone nut, of course. What I'm really excited to find out is the hand wound pickups. I always wanted a good set of hand wounds, and so this is something that I hope really lives up to the, or I should say, to my expectation, because I am, it's supposed to be a treat, this guitar, and so I hope that these hand wound pickups really live up to the tonal expectation. Hand wound is a cool thing. That means the guy that built this guitar in the custom shop went and hand wound the pickup. So, and that can make a difference. It's no different than buying a nice watch where there was that attention to detail. And Fender being such a hit and miss right now, this will be interesting to kind of see if you truly get those glassy highs and mids out of it. But one thing that I really do like about this is it does have that 2 wiring, which, in many ways, it's kind of like an Ibanez high-pass filter. They call it bleed circuit, so when you turn down the volumes, you should not have a loss in tone, and that is cool. So that's kind of really cool mod that they threw in there. So they kind of took the best of that 62 and added a little bit of a touch to it. We do have, of course, nitro. That's, of course, Fender 9.5. Some of them, remember, it really should be 7.25, but 7.25 for me on the Telecaster, I just simply can't do a Strat with 7.25. Hand wound 60s and 63. And then, kind of see where this takes us. What's a little bit weird to me is I'm not a fan of the Relic. Here it's tasteful, and again, I would beat up my Strat anyway to end up looking like this. The thing is, they give you closet hardware, which means, the hardware was preserved, kind of like as if it was in a closet, which is weird to me because, you have a guitar that's supposed to mimic this, hey, I've been beaten up for all these years, but then, the hardware somehow stayed mint, or I'm not sure, I haven't unpacked it yet, so hopefully it's slightly oxidized, because otherwise that doesn't really make sense and can look odd. And, a lot of you, when I said I was going to do this review, reached out to me and asked, well, for example, why not get a 62 Avery, AVRI's American Vintage reissue. And the problem with these is, I tried them, but it's kind of like what Gibson does. It's inspired by 60s, but it really isn't. And I figured if you're going to go this route, you might as well just get an American professional, because I just, I don't know. I tried these, and having played real 60s Strats, they were inspired by 60s, but they really kind of weren't. The neck shape wasn't really authentic to me. The pickups were, I think they had their own pickups. Let's see. Yeah, they had, where are we? Yeah, they had a American Vintage, where are they? Yeah, single coil. I mean, I don't know. They sounded a little bit kind of like a detuned American Professional series. So, of course, this guitar had to be budget friendly. It was not a custom shop. So, for that kind of price range, in the 2000 range, I figured, for a few $100 less, you can get an American Vintage. And I thought those Strats gave you more of that kind of Strat thing, especially for me, because I usually like maple fretboards over rosewood. But of course, with the 62, the idea is to be, have that tone and authenticity. So, yeah, the AVRIs were a little bit of and if I was going to spend $2,000 on a Strat, you're kind of in that, hey, why not just spend another $1,500 and get a custom shop, or spend $300 less and you can get such a great Strat used anyway for that money. The thing is really, this guitar has a MSRP of $5,000, $4,995. Of course, if you have a good relationship with a store like I do with Sweetwater, you'll never pay close to that. But it is an investment, and the idea is, hey, can this be a one custom shop that really you can feel it's special, you can feel the attention to detail. A lot of people, when they go that route, they just go master build. I question, at some point, this guitar is so simple. What can a master build do that a custom shop can't, assuming the custom shop is done good? This is a Fender Strat, man. This is not a Paul Reed Smith where you can go wall art on it. There's only so much you can do, and I've played custom shops that really were not worth the extra money. And then I played custom shops that were truly, wow, okay, I see why this is called a custom shop. But, let's see where we go from here when we unpack it. The good thing about this is I got nothing to sell you, and I've played over, you're talking hundreds of Strats from, $100,000 originals to, or more than that, to $800, made in Mexico. So I'll know very quickly if today's custom shop is still magical like it used to be. So here we are, and as always, like we love to do in real time, nothing fancy in the boxes, except for it being, a custom shop logo there, designation. And this, of course, as you know, will keep the cats busy. All right. We have a really nice textured case. I'm surprised it didn't come in a gig bag, because that's what Fender will do nowadays. They'll give you a $2,000 made in Mexico and give you a gig bag. But trying to, remember the good old days, and hopefully the custom shop still has something magical about it. I feel that a lot of the custom shops and the mentality of building isn't like it used to be. But, I've been to the Fender factory many times. The custom shop guys are great, outside of those that get fired for making a post that you shouldn't get fired for. If you know what I'm talking about, you know the insider joke here. All right. Let's make sure this stays open, and we'll take the Sweetwater card out. All right, let's take this in, and I'm gonna move the light a little bit closer here, the ring light. First and foremost, does it have a smell like the Gibson case? It does. It does. So now that I have my contact high, the case is beautiful. Hey there. Yeah, this is of course beautiful custom shop logo. Really nicely done. I love the support structure here, which is beautiful. Some things are very hard to get on video. It's no different than looking at a nice car or at a nice watch. There's certain things that video cannot capture. And for example, I'm looking at this right now, and I can definitely right off the bat, I'll try to zoom in. And I'm not so much talking about the quality of the wood, but I can tell the craftsmanship, you know, right off the bat, the craftsmanship stands out, you know. If you've owned custom shop instruments, you know what I'm talking about. You know, I can tell the fretwork, of course, right off the bat. None of that means playability is going to be good or tone is going to be good. But remember, when you're spending $5,000 on a Fender Custom Shop, you want to feel special. It's like an Omega watch. When you put it on, you want to feel good about yourself. You want to know that you got something special, something that isn't for the masses, something you worked hard. It is a treat. You reward yourself, and when you play it, it feels good. The difference between this and a Paul Reed Smith is that right out of the box, you don't have to worry about, you know, oh my God, am I ever going to put a ding in it? Here, I haven't even touched the guitar. Look, there you go. I just made the guitar cooler. I would never do that with a Paul Reed Smith, because a Paul Reed Smith is wall art. And this is still in that category where it's like, okay, this is actually something that most people that buy this will actually use every night in the bar gig or in front of 10,000 people or more, hopefully for you. A lot of other guitar brands, just that's not the case. You can see the faded look. This is a what they call a Time Machine series, you know, and they have different, you know, they have Closet and Journeyman and Relic and Heavy Relic. I love that this guitar is not Heavy Relic, that it's just, this is very much probably how it would look after 5 years if I played it, if you know my style in playing. Got this beautiful hand-selected rosewood, which you can tell is very high quality. You have the fretwork. I'll get the light even closer. Looks truly impeccable. It reminds me a lot of my Momstein Custom Shop, if you saw that review. The rounding is absolutely flawless. And you can tell if by just kind of if you press down, and, you know, beautiful. The Relicking, I'll get the light a little bit over, right off the bat looks very authentic. It's really, really cool. You know, as somebody who has a luthier background like me, you know, I'm by no means a pro, but I can see what they're talking about, the select alder now. You know, there's something on the pictures you couldn't see, but, and again, the video won't do it justice, but the grain is absolutely to die for. So no doubt that they have a, you know, private stash of alder where they, you know, and if you're watching this, if you have experience with wood, you probably can tell yourself right off the bat that this is obviously a very beautifully resonant piece of alder. On a Fender, I think this will matter more than on a Les Paul or on an Ibanez, because we have so much power coming from the humbuckers and so much gain going through. But this being a guitar that you mostly will play on overdrive rather than distortion, it does make a difference. So the hardware is a little oxidized. Again, you just tell the detail here if you look at the little markings. So in many ways, this is a Fender Gibson Murphy Lab, if you will. This is obviously what this is competing with. If this was a Gibson, this will be a Murphy Lab. You can just tell the checkering, and none of this here is by accident. You can see the checkering right there. It is really cool. I mean, just there's checkering everywhere here, and I'm going to try to capture that for you by moving the light a little bit. These things take time, especially when done right. See right there, there's there you go. You see the checkering lines. Again, in person, this is truly impressive. And I'm not somebody that cares for aging. I'd like to do that myself, but you know, I'm okay with this. Yeah, I know why I bought it. Unlike in the past where they did the white, which kind of looked odd and wasn't period correct. Now they have that kind of minty greeny with the vintage white pickups the way it's supposed to be. So let's take it out and turn it over. And it feels super light. I mean, these are what, 7 to 8 pounds. We'll turn it over, and the neck, wow, feels true. Oh my God, yeah, that feels good. that is good stuff. Really cool. I'll get the light a little bit closer. I'm gonna get that smell again from the case. Oh, yeah, this is good stuff. This is gonna come off and stay off. There's just no need for that to be on any Strat. Gorgeous. I mean, the craftsmanship is just, you know, aging is an art form. I appreciate it more now. I know some people can just be like, "Oh, it's so dumb." Listen, there's an art form to this. Of course, you have the beautiful Custom Shop logo. And then we go, and I'll move the light here to the neck. You can tell right off the bat by the density of the neck grain with the beautiful quarter sawn here. I mean, this is a gorgeous piece of wood. I wish the aging was something in between here, but again, it feels so good. It truly, the smoothness on it, and again, you know, I know a guy standing there and getting it done, and again, just knowing that only I will own this guitar and nobody else, unlike, you know, an off-the-shelf. You can tell by the density of the grain here. It's very much like an Eric Johnson. So it is a little oxidized. Okay, so it isn't like fully closet, which would have looked odd, but yeah, no, it feels, it really, the neck is beautiful, chunky. It is, for you who don't know, with the late 60s, it's not quite a 58 Les Paul, but this is like a 59 Les Paul, really, like that deep C, you know, it's, look at that side grain. That is gorgeous. But man, it right off the bat feels, you know, like that baseball glove that you've been wearing your whole life. After this review, I will probably take these strings off and oil the fretboard. You know, they usually come dry from the factory because, you know, and so you can get a little F1 oil, which is perfect. Just gives a little bit of a darker vibe to it. And beautiful Bona that was relicked too. No, first impressions are truly absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Let's look at the case candy. So, beautiful. Yeah, right off the bat, it feels very premium. This real leather. It sure is. Yeah. Oh, this is Yeah, this is legit leather and feels wonderful. This is beautiful strap. It's like an actual strap I would use. Of course, get locking tuners on it, of course, but this is a really cool. This is legit. It's very much like the Eric Johnson. It reminds me the same kind of smells and everything, but this is really nice. Beautiful. This is totally a strap I would use. Great feeling, great looking, very comfy, nicely handmade. You have your, it's called the ashtray cover, if you care about that look. Picks, they're way too big for me. Obviously, I use different ones. I use the Petrucci ones, and the bar, beautiful with the vintage white, gorgeous. And custom shop sticker. And there's something else in there. Let's take it out. So that was the warranty card. It's really nice. It comes in its own little pamphlet envelope, which is cool. Then you have this beautiful binding with the specs. Leather as well. Oh, this is cool. Kind of a catalog for the custom shop. If you seen these, you can kind of go by year and make and how you want it, and truly go crazy on it. I mean, master built to the point where, again, is the Strat the guitar to do this for? I don't know, but it is cool to have the option. Just beautifully explained. We have 6150s, which 6105s actually. Sorry, we have the narrow talls. 6150 are medium. That's right. Yeah, medium jumbo's way flatter. So we have these. Just yeah, wonderful. Yeah, no, this is really cool. Definitely great read when you're on the couch in the evening. And then, of course, the very famous Fender Custom Shop leather wrap book, which gives you the actual guitar. Oh, wow. This is August 10th. Today is August 17th. So this literally left Corona a week ago. Which is funny because Corona is a half an hour from here. Or in LA traffic, 3 hours. So it went to Sweetwater, and then from Sweetwater right back to, I'm in Studio City, which is, you know. But yeah, no, nice. It's beautiful. Your COA. And then, of course, you can, when you take this out, it gives you your actual spec sheet. Sorry, had to weasel it out. Yeah, just your, they call it the shop floor. Yeah, there it is, shop floor traveler. You know how it goes through the different parts. And for you who don't know, the custom shop is basically a little section where you kind of have a small room and then a little desk. I posted pictures on the one of my Fender visits there, and it's really cool. And then some of these guys are also master build, and then yeah, they just work on a desk and just get one guitar out at a time. So let's see what we have here. You know, again, what I'm really excited for is the hand-wound pickups. These really, really excite me. And then, of course, you know, the rest. I think we have a 250 in this. Yeah, there it is, 250, yeah. Tapered split, yeah, so 250 pot should be correct. Nitro. Strings are 10s. I checked. I haven't even played it yet. The action is very high on this when you get these out of the... Hey, get away. And we'll see, that's correct. 9.5 radius. Excuse me, let me get a zoom here. Round lamb. Same as the Malmsteen Strat 60s. Yeah, so it looks really, really, really cool. 6105s, correct. So everything looks... not everything about this is truly like a 62, but I don't mind that. To me, it's a little bit like my Malmsteen head. it's the best of a 59, and then he added some really cool mods to it. So I love kind of taking the vintage stuff and adding a few things, just like the bleed circuit, to kind of modernize it a little bit. You know, if I wanted an original 62, you know, then I'd go get a 62. But the point is, you know, then you're in a whole different price category range, you know. Vintage model wiring, number 2, which I love. The 2 means that it doesn't cut off on the tone. We'll experience that. And, you know, we'll go very simple into the DeVille. It's so gorgeous. I have a creamback speaker in this. And then, oh man, this PEOD. This and that and this is all you need. No need for no freaking 100 pedals bullshit. This is a Strat. Keep it simple. So yeah, all right, very cool. Keep in mind with these, of course, and I'll walk around here, the truss rod, it being a 60s, is not here. So you're gonna have to take the strings off, unscrew the neck, and then do your thing. And I can tell you the action is brutally high. So that, of course, when I restring it, I'm gonna have to lower the action a little bit and adjust the neck and all that stuff. So, which I don't mind high action, but it's really high on that. So that's just how they come. So cool stuff. Real quick, just wanted to show you the inside. Really cool. Even this is oxidized and kind of vintaged out. For my Strats, I keep the plates off. It's just so much cooler. You can see the grain of the alder is spectacular. And the action is in, it's not really too high. It's just high for me. And I don't need it, you know, Ibanez low, but it actually, now playing it for a few minutes, it's not that bad. I think actually what I'm going to do is change this to 942s, because I have a bunch of Strats with 10s. And for me personally, 942 is the way to go on a Strat. And I might just get lucky, minus maybe some minor intonation, that if I change these 10s to 942s, it could just work out. As of course it will give the neck a little straight relief. If not, you can obviously just loosen the strings and, you know, lift the neck and adjust it anyway. So it's not like, for you who don't know, it's not like you have to take the strings completely off. You just loosen them, unscrew the neck, and then you can lift it with the screw still in. You hold on to it. But again, if you're not experienced with that, don't do it. Also, just wanted to tell you, show you again, the fretwork is amazing. The grain on the rosewood is absolutely stunning. The fretwork is truly, definitely different than on a production guitar, as you would expect and hope. Obviously, it's a custom shop. But no, it feels great. I'm actually going to take these 10s off now, put 942s on, oil the fretboard, and then we'll do some overtones. It'll be no shredding. A lot of times, you know, people think a guitar is great because a lot of shred is happening. What we want to do is really expose these suckers with a lot of overtones. That's what I'm most excited about. And we'll go from there. All right, let's plug her in. And I actually decided to keep the 10s on because I just played it for like 20 seconds, just tuning it up, and it sounds so resonant and beautiful. And then when I'm done with this demo, I'll probably put 942s on. But just to show you, because I hate when people demo a guitar on the store, in a store video, and don't show you what they're using. So we're going to use the DeVille with creambacks in it, remember. And I'm going to warm this up. Here are your settings, very vanilla. And I'm going to turn this on and tell you what's going on here. Sadly, YouTube compresses these videos so much, but it's more about giving you a flair of the pickups rather than, you know, overproducing it and then trying to sell you on the playing. We're going to disable the EQ, noise suppressor we don't need. I'm going to keep a little reverb and a little delay, and that's it. This is disengaged. And we'll do a little bit of course, overdrive, one of the best overdrive pedals ever. And that's it, as simple as that. And what we're going to do is not bluesy licks and shred. We want to do overtones. I really want to see, I'm so excited to, I just want this to be great and just make me happy. And you know, Fenders are hit and miss. But hand wound should be special. And I just want this thing to be special. Let's see what we got. All right, let's discover those pickups. And kind of, all right, here we go. First note ever in the DeVille. Just like we like to do in real time, right? Wow, it's actually, you can do a thrill on this. All right, review over. Oh man. Ooh, that's beautiful. There's that kind of that tone you're paying for, you know. I'm gonna go straight to 4. Wow, beautiful. So if you have 1 and 5, it you know, it's that typical kind of. But listen to 2 and 4. That's kind of that Eric Johnson thing, isn't it? You know? Wow, you know. I'll just stay on 2 and 4 for a second. God, the action is so high. I can barely play, I'm pressing so hard, but the tones are beautiful. Wow. That is really beautiful. It very much reminds me of the Eric Johnson, you know, because his pickups are incredibly, they're custom pickups. So, to me, some of the best. You know, the way to expose a pickup is really with overtones, classical music. So, you know, let's see. Yeah, typical 1. Oh, beautiful. Middle. Tones down. Wow, this is a guitar that really would make you want to stay on clean sounds, you know. And again, I'm going to stay away from 1 and 5 much. I mean, it's that typical, you know, if you're going into your, you know, or if you're doing. Let's pick overtones. Sorry, new strings. We're getting a little bit out of tune. Again, I hope you don't mind doing this in real time, because the idea here is you experiencing this if you're spending $5,000, you know. But you know. Let's go to 4. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Let's go back to overtones. Even the middle position is gorgeous. Really pronounced mids. Beautiful. Gorgeous. And again, it screams it screams Eric Johnson, you know, like, especially on 2 and 4. Oh, it's beautiful. God, the action is so high. Actually, I'll do that on all of them. 2. 2 is just a beautiful daughter. If you had one at age 9, you just see her. It's just beautiful. That's kind of what I know. Random, what comes to mind. Here's middle. I'm hurting. I have to press so hard how high the action is. I'm really in pain here. But again, real time, you know. And you know, a lot of people might like it this way. I'm gonna go 942 on this. I have so many guitars with 10s, and you know, if you have 10s, you need a little bit of a lower action. But this is miserably beautiful. But again, this is about the pickups right now. Number 4. And 5. Yeah. It's really, really nice. Actually, since we're on Eric Johnson, let's just, let me secure this a little bit more here. Let's stick with a couple licks from that, because he has nice voicings to expose it. Yeah, let's do that run. Let's see, we'll go on 1 and 5. Here we go. Two. Sorry for the intonation, it's not set up, but again, it's fresh out of the box. Oh, that is beautiful. You could actually use a bit more delay on that if you really wanted to beautify the tone, you know. Helps if you remember the song. Oh my God, this middle thing is beautiful. When's the last time you actually liked a middle position on a Strat? 4. Oh. Watch 2 and 4. And 5. It's so smooth, the fretwork too. Even if you had to pick the whole chords. I think it's minor 7. And again, you know, got to set it up. That's normal. We're not going to ding Fender for that, of course. You know, the guitar just traveled through 3 time zones. Let me tune it real quick again. Let's stick with something else. Here's a nice song from Satch, and it really talk about open voicings, you know. Let's start on... beautiful. I can't believe how beautiful that middle pickup is. 4. That's gorgeous. You know, and let me give you 5. It's so rounded and so gorgeous that it's so delicate, and make love, but if you want anything more hardcore, go to the amp and give it to me, you know. And it's just stunningly gorgeous. I mean, you know, you probably even through the video can hear from a mile away that these are not, you know, kind of off the shelf pickups, you know, and the neck feels to die for, the frets, the slides. The action is just so incredibly high. I'll probably make this flat anyway, like on my EJ, but it's beautiful, you know what I mean? Where are we? Let's continue with this pattern and we'll run. What is it? It goes from here. Can't believe how beautiful that middle pickup is. And we'll go to 4. It helps if you remember the songs, you know what I mean? Here we go. And here's 5. Well, now we're going to the second verse. We'll work our way down. Oh, that middle position is just to die for. Two. Notice how clear the bass is, that's why I keep hitting it. It is so well contained. If you had the American professional pickup here, which is a great pickup, you know, what are they called? You'd be like, you would almost hear the whole house shake, you know, on this kind of heavy of a bass setting. Yeah, I know. Really, 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 really gorgeous, you know. And you still gotta get that little picky thing on position 1, you know. You know. Stunning. Let's stick with voicings, open voicings, just gorgeous. We'll do something random. Even the bass, listen. Oh, gotcha. Again, I don't think I've ever been this impressed by middle position. Yeah, no, this is really, really beautiful. And again, I could go into a half an hour of, you know, Momstein shit, but that does this. If you want to test pickups, this is how you do it. Again, forgive me on the intonation. This is fresh out of the box. You got to play this a half an hour to really, you know, loosen the strings, get it dialed in, change strings, set it up your way, everybody. But this is strictly about the sound of it. And this is just, oh. And this is about as plain, boring, dry as it gets. I mean, I have no effect on it. I have the amp not even really dialed into a specific setting. And these pickups, I think you can plug this into my little $20 Marshall, and this guitar will make it sound good. I mean, this is gorgeous. Fretwork feels amazing. This is a 9.5. When you bend, it almost feels, it's so dialed in, which obviously the custom shop should do, but I can feel it right away. And when I press down on it, I can tell it's leveled. I don't know if they plug these, but when you bend it, it almost feels like stainless steel. You know when you have stainless steel frets, how it feels like buttery, and people love it, some people hate it. To me, it's all the same, you know, different spices for the kitchen, but this is just, it just, you know, just, it just sounds gorgeous, you know, it really does. When you bend, you almost feel like you're on stainless steel. Gorgeous. Even the vibratos feel effortless. Oh, it's incredible. Yeah, wonderful. Those are some clean overtones for you for that pickup, and we'll put some distortion on it. But no, this is stunningly beautiful, beautiful tones. All right, so now I have the BEOD engaged, and I purposely don't have a noise gate on it because I want to expose them for what they are without compressing them down. So let's see what we got here. Beautiful. Middle. Gorgeous. Wow, 4 really shines on this. Beautiful. Gorgeous clarity. If you have a really nice amp, this obviously screams creamback, but you kind of get like that really kind of dirty, almost bordering muddy, but not muddy. And these clean up pretty well. Of course, you would rarely play rhythm on the, you know, neck pickup, but let's see how it handles some overtones, because, you know, anything's going to sound good like that. But let's check. Actually, we'll go back to our thing, 5-string overtones. Let's see what's on. That middle pickup shines. Four. Really beautiful, you know, and like I always do my song, if you want high overtones, this will... It's beautiful. I don't think YouTube will do this justice. Again, that changed from 5 to 4 to 3, because once you get these the bridges involved, it really again, the neck is not something you would play this on, but the clarity of the wound is stupid good. It is really I mean, custom. It really is. So if you look at this progression, you know, which has open nines in every chord on purpose. There's a lot of guitars I own that you wouldn't, it would just sound kind of shitty, muddy, and for Bill Lawrence. I mean, this would be, you would throw up, because it'd be so, the overtones will clash because it's overwound. But listen to this, even 5 and 4 carry it really well. Here you have kind of like that boom, you know, the fat belly Strat. But watch when I go to 3 now. Two. I want to cry a bit because I wish the bass was here, coming in on the, you know, and this is how you test pickups, you know, not you know, that's yeah, anything will sound good on that. But man, fuck me, when I went to 3, 2, and 1, it just kept getting better and better and better, and it was so amazing. It's like all of a sudden I heard these songs and all these millions of songs that I know, and oh my God, that sounds like that. Well, because those songs are a lot of these classics, you know, Jimmy Page, Hendrix are done on these kind of pickups. So it's funny because the 6062 set I have, which is a great set, you know, in one of my Strats, is completely different. This is so much more precise, you know. The other pickups in my Strats, good pickups, they're kind of good rifles, but this is a weird analogy, but this is like precision. I mean, this you can hit the apple at 1,000 yards. I mean, this is so dialed in and precise. This was the vision of the guy that built it, and this is how it left the factory. And he had a mission to make it sound like that. And I mean, this is, listen to these overtones. And again, this is really dry, straight into the amp, nothing. If you mask this can... Stunning. It's just a second ago when I was jamming out, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to play this just. And I can't wait to plug this into the Jubilee, into the Malmsteen head, into the JVM Satriani head. I mean, I'm just, this is like that Rolex. You almost look forward to put it on and go out to the restaurant. I mean, this is really cool. And notice with every lick, I'm trying to give you an overtone. Even 2 and 4 shine on this. 1, 2, 3, especially for rhythm. Obviously up here, you'll be probably more in the lead zone, you know. You know, and speaking of overtones, here we'll do our Petrucci thing on all 5. Let's check overtones. It's just gorgeous. I'm purposely letting it ring a little bit longer, you know, so that it sounds improper, but you can hear the, you know. That's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. Oh, wow, 4, wow. Wow, 5. You know when you own a guitar that you just can loop the same lick for an hour and it wouldn't get boring? It's like when you drive this beautiful Ferrari and you don't even have to go fast, it does it for you. You just go into that 3rd gear and you just hear that engine, or that Porsche, or that old Mustang, you know. I remember driving the 70s Mustang with my buddy who got it, and we were just going 40 miles an hour, and just that, the engine does it all for you. It's just at any setting, it's just pure, freaking beautiful, gorgeous, just heavenly, beautiful tones. Even if you know nothing about engines, this is just gorgeous. I mean, just listen to this. Now I'm going to go backwards, but give you more of the phrase. Listen, I'm going to go from 5 to 1. 4. 3. I get a little bite in there now, you know. I was so in the moment, I forgot I have to play the lick. I just want to keep looping this. It's so beautiful. And 2. Oh my God, this is beautiful. So there you have it. He's happy. Are you happy? Hey, what's going on? Look how cute he is. Absolutely gorgeous instrument. I'm so happy that I'm in love with it. You know, when I ordered this guitar, I was hoping it would be what I wanted it to be, and I have enough experience with custom shops to kind of, okay, it was worth a shot. If not, of course, I can always send it back, but I knew it was going to be all good. I just didn't want to get my hopes up because, you know, sometimes you might not get the right one and they're hit and miss, but this is awesome. This is truly stunning. This is that feeling you get when you order a custom shop Strat. And there's a lot the video won't capture sounds, you know, the delicate stuff, like, you know, you can't even really see the checkering and just the incredible craftsmanship. But at the end of the day, you know, the Ferrari is beautiful, the Porsche is beautiful, but it's all about the engine. And the engine is just right here, and it is absolutely to die for. I have to tell you, it is, and I hope you don't mind. Again, don't watch this in one sitting. Light up a cigar and kind of put your headphones on and enjoy these tones. I was trying to give you as much overtones as I can so you can explore the quality of pickups, because you know there's an art form to it. And when all you do is put gain or will it fucking chug? All right, dude, it will fucking chug. Yeah, okay, we get it, man. But it's about exposing the art form of making beautiful hand wound pickups. And Fender and Gibson, you know, are the pioneers. They're, you know, well, they are the two pillars of what we do. And yeah, you can have Ibanez and freaking whatever and EVHs and this and that and your Majesties, but making a classic Mustang, making a classic, you know, Porsche, a classic Ferrari takes art form, and to get these pickups to sound this good is incredibly impressive. And so, you know, just putting a lot of gain on it and chugging away isn't going to show you anything. So I hope you got to see the gist, even though it will be incredibly compressed on YouTube, but at least you see the dynamic of what this guitar can do. And this just screams Stevie Ray, it screams Hendrix, it screams that 60s tone that I love so much. And we didn't even go on high gain because at that point you kind of are masking it too much, but it is just stunning, even the little details, and it's really cool. It's a really beautiful guitar. I'm going to keep this probably for life. And is it worth, you know, $4,900? Again, you're not really going to pay that price. That's MSRP. I think it is, you know, and this, you know, the question is, listen, you can go buy 3 Strats that are good, or do you buy just that one custom shop and you need nothing else? And I could have, for me, it took this to finally pull the trigger on a custom shop. You know, I mean, I do have the Malmsteen one, which is great, but that's so specific, and that's really based on a 67, 65. I don't even know, but I forget right now. I need a beer, but but this is truly awesome. I can highly recommend this. And again, it's also a bit, it feels special. You know, no two are going to be alike. It's just that, you know, you treat yourself, you work hard, buy yourself a nice Strat kind of a thing. It's a custom shop. You're going to keep it forever. It's just such a beautiful instrument that makes you play. I cannot wait to put, you know, 200-300 hours on this guitar. And yeah, no, nicely done. In a time where I'm not Fender's biggest fan, in a lot of things, I am very happy to report that the custom shop is still okay. And you know, I'm not gonna, you know, and I'm talking strictly guitar building. You know, whether the dude should have gotten fired for what he did, that's a, you know, different story, and I'm not gonna get into politics, but especially in LA. but strictly from a neutral perspective of guitar building, this is great. This is probably the one and only custom shop I'll buy, but it is stunning. And so yeah, if you want that 60s vibe, especially 62, which is, you know, that year for a lot of people, including myself, or one of the great years, then this is the one I would get. I would not. I mean, I don't want to say I wouldn't suggest the 62 Avery or anything else. Those are great guitars, but if you truly want a special guitar, just spend a little bit more, save a little bit more, or just go. You know, there's a lot of other routes you can spend your money on. But this is all good. I have to say, this is really good stuff. Be safe.